Hello everyone, it's Andy Glen here from Sharks TV, and guess what? I'm delighted, I'm always delighted, really delighted to announce Sharks' new signing, Olivier Arseneau. Olivier, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you. I'm doing good. Yourself?
Yeah, doing away, it's great. Um, Sharks fans will be incredibly excited to see you sign. A second player we've signed from the University of Windsor in Canada. How did that come about then?
If I'm being totally honest, my teammate kind of just said, "Hey, I know they're looking for a D, and you should reach out." And I guess the rest is pretty much history now, because here I am, signing, coming in the new season.
Ah, it's fantastic. People in Scotland will know about the youth sports league. They'll know the standard of that, but they might not know too much about yourself, Olivier. Do you want to give them a little bit of a history of your career?
Uh, you mean like in terms of what I would bring as a hockey player?
Where you played your hockey journey from where you started, and yeah, you can talk about what you bring to the team as well.
Yeah, for sure. Well, first of all, just by looking at my name, you obviously know I'm French. So I grew up on the east coast of Canada in New Brunswick, just played minor hockey there. And then by the time I played junior, I moved to British Columbia, so across our country, played junior there. And then right after that, went back to the East Coast, played university hockey at the University of Prince Edward Island for 3 years. And for the last 2 years, finishing my master's degree, hopefully soon, at the University of Windsor. So quickly, like that's pretty much where I went. So from one coast to the next, back to the coast, and now in the middle of Canada. Uh, in terms of like, I'm a pretty mobile defense, so I'm really looking forward to those bigger ice. So I've heard some of them are a lot bigger in Europe and the UK.
Yeah, absolutely. What is it you're studying your masters in? That would be of interest to us.
I'm doing my master's in biomechanics, and I actually tested hockey players this past year and a half on their hip and growing strength.
Oh, fantastic! So that's really interesting. So yeah, we'll give you the number of Hazel, our physio, straight after this, and you can start speaking to her. So yeah, you'll be able to help the team with that. What was last season like for you personally? I know Windsor done okay, fell a little bit short in the end.
Yeah, I mean, university season's already short enough as it is. We only played 28 games a season, but this year with our preseason and playoffs and how far we went, we ended up playing close to 45 games. And like you said, losing short in the final was a heartbreaker, but I think we kind of proved to ourselves that we deserve to be at their nationals, even though we didn't do so well. But yeah, in all, I'm looking forward to see what this team that I just played on will do next year to see if they can push again and do something great again.
Yeah, so we'll look back at that the end of next season. But of course, we're really interested in you coming to the Solway Sharks. What do you know about the Sharks?
To be honest, at this point, not much. Uh, I've done a little bit of research, watch a couple of videos of like the league, because I know the Solway Sharks are moving up this new league now this year coming up. Uh, yeah, I've met with the GM Greg and with Marty, our coach. But other than that, I'm excited to go to Scotland. Seems like a great place to live. I've actually one of my friend is playing in Glasgow. We went to school together. His name's Alex Forbes. Uh, so I talked to him a little bit, and he said Dumfries is a really nice town, and I should be looking forward to it.
Yeah, and we're only about an hour away from Glasgow as well, so you'd be close to Alex when you come over as well. So you don't know too much about the Sharks. What can I tell you? Sharks are unbeaten at home in 3 seasons, an incredible statistic.
Yeah,
I know, I know.
that's unheard of.
I know. The Sharks have dominated the league that they were in before the NIHL won. They totally dominated it. And this year we move up to a much more competitive league. And I think it's fair to say we'll be doing well if we continue our unbeaten home record. It's going to be real tough games every week. But I'm going to put this out to the fans that are watching this. What should Olivier be thinking about? So drop some comments into the chat here and give them a little indication of what it's like in Dumfries and what it's like being a Shark. So you're looking forward to coming to Scotland. Have you ever been to Scotland before?
No. I've been to Europe once, but I've never been anywhere close to Scotland or even the UK for that matter.
Okay, so what do you think it's going to be like? What are you expecting?
I actually was just on the west coast of Canada in British Columbia, and from what I've heard, like British Columbia is very rainy, so I'm assuming Scotland would be a lot rainy and not much snow. But I am looking forward to it. Like I enjoy golf, and just the history there would be pretty cool to experience some of the courses. So it'd be pretty interesting.
Yeah, you're bang on. It's rainy. We don't get a huge amount of snow in Dumfries. Maybe more north you go, you get it. But what we do have is huge numbers of real top quality golf courses, salmon fishing, all that sort of stuff as well. If you're into that, what do you play off in terms of golf? What's your handicap?
Oh, I don't count my handicap. I started during the COVID year, because I was bored of not doing anything. So I'm fairly new at golf. I'd say if I was to like even pick a number, it would be like 20 plus. Like it's nowhere near where other players would be.
There's not a chance you're going to get to play off 20 when you come here. They'll just see you straight away. Hockey players have got natural hand-eye coordination. We'll see where you go. But there's a lot of guys playing golf this year, so there'll be lots of things to do with that. Anything else outside hockey that you're interested in doing?
Yeah, I was actually talking to Marty about this. I'm big into cycling. It's kind of a thing of mine that I really enjoy doing. So I might be bringing my bike over, or he said he can help me find a place to get a new bike over there.
Yeah, for sure. Mountain biking or just road?
Like right now I have a gravel bike, so I can kind of do both. Yeah.
Dumfries is pretty cool for off-roading, so you'll have great fun there. In terms of hockey, do you know much about any of the teammates that you're going to be playing with other than Nolan?
No, not yet. No, I haven't met anyone. I'm definitely looking forward to meeting the players, but yeah, I don't really know anyone yet.
Great bunch of players. You'll probably pick up. Martin, our coach, says this a lot. It's about finding the right people initially. So it's a really tight knit group of players. It's a really tight knit group of fans. We're really supportive of our hockey players. We're hoping for minimum 700 a game. Well, I think we'll be looking at the 1,000 a game, and we can't wait to see you come over. It's actually not that long really before we start, is it?
Yeah, no, not far at all. I'm pretty sure the schedule is supposed to come out in the next couple of weeks for the season. So excited to see that, and excited to see how it's going to play out.
Well, just before we go, I'd just like to say thank you so much for taking some time to speak to me today. Have you got any message for the Solway Sharks fans who will be so excited to see you've signed?
Well, if they're excited to see me, I'm probably way more excited to see the city, the town, and excited to see the fans. Like, I'm really excited. This is a great opportunity for myself, and I'm excited to start my pro career in Dumfries.
This is your first pro year, is it?
Yeah, exactly. First pro.
Fantastic. Well, we will see you in about 6-7 weeks' time, Olivier, and thank you again for talking to us.
Yeah, thanks again for having me.